Hello, everybody. Seth Carter, the rock and roll trucker here. But looking a little rough today. About time catch me a shower and some sun. Need a little color in my face. Looking a little pale today on this video. Anyways, had a couple of folks or two ask them if I was going to do another follow-up video anytime soon, and here I am. As you can see, still wearing the RTI hat. Uh, I'm still going, and so far so good, to be honest. I'm on the lease program. I think it's what a lot of people look into RTI for. But I can tell you, if you are willing to get out here and work and run, there is the ability to make money here. Uh, I'm not having any trouble so far. There's been a couple of hiccups, but nothing that I can't deal with. And if you have any sort of a work ethic at all, and you're not just a confrontational jerk off, you can make money here. I mean, I ran into an instance last week on the surface that kind of irritated me. It's been the one load that's really kind of annoyed me. I had one pop up. I was all the way to a customer on a sure thing load on the last day of the pay period. It was gonna, that load was gonna get me back to the Owensboro terminal before the cutoff for, the pay period on the night and everything. It was gonna make for a nice little tidy paycheck, for that pay period. Right as I pulled up to the customer, I get a phone call. We're changing the load. So, all right, okay. That took those sure thing. This new load was not going to deliver, till later. It was going to take this sure thing mileage off the pay period. I was like, okay, I wasn't happy about it, but I said, okay, I'll do what I got to do. I'm generally an agreeable kind of guy. I try not to rock the boat too much. Uh, Ended up after it was kind of difficult getting to the shipper. The shipper was a pain in the butt. The receiver was a pain in the butt the next day. It was an ordeal. The load was an ordeal. As it turned out, the load was a brand new account. I was the guinea pig driver, first one to show up and get it, first one to deliver. It turned into an ordeal. Took money out of my pocket for that pay period and everything. I was upset about it. But fast forward to the next day, uh, my dispatcher, shout out to Laura in Owensboro. She went to bat for me on that and made sure I got taken care of. They added a reasonably decent amount of extra money onto that trip to cover, just to kind of make up for some of the troubles of it. And then they threw even another $100 on top of it, just a hey, thanks for helping out on this. We appreciate what you did. So I mean, they covered what my losses would have been and tossed me some thank you money on that. So they made up for it. They didn't just, you know, they knew I got the short end of the stick on that, and they went and did some figuring up on it, and they realized what was going on, and they took care of me. They took care of me, which is surprising. You don't see that at a lot of trucking companies. A lot of them will just, it is what it is. You know, however as they say, the cookie crumbles. I hate cliches like that, but that's usually what it is. You don't get anything for your troubles, but they do seem to take a conscious interest in taking care of the drivers here. I'll say that. So in the end, it was a lot of trouble, but I got to thank you for it, verbally and in the pocketbook. So, I mean, they're not just leaving us out there hanging. And if you want to get out here and run, they'll run you. They'll put you to work. I know every company's got the drivers. This is not my first go around. I've been in and out of it since I started in 2005 driving. I've been in and out. I've been around the country a few times, seen a few companies, done flatbed. I've done, dry van like I'm doing now. I've done hopper bottom. I've done a lot. I've seen several companies. I've seen a lot of miles. I've been around for a little while. I've seen how truck drivers get. And any company you go to, some of them are legitimately bad companies, but every company, even the best companies on earth, you get the handful of drivers that'll tell you, you can't make no money here. You can't make no money here. It's impossible. You can't make no money here. Generally, from my observations, most of those drivers are the ones that don't want to put in the effort to make any money. They're the ones that don't want to run hard. They're the ones that want to do a lot of stopping. are the ones that are disagreeable to everything. I only want to run here. I don't want to run over here. I just, the kind I'm talking about. If you're not one of those guys, you can come to RTI and you can make money. The On the lease purchases I'm doing, I don't like to talk financials. I'm personal with my money. I don't like people necessarily to know the numbers. I don't like people knowing about my bank account stuff. But so far, you can make money. You can make money on this lease program. You absolutely can. Are you going to get rich? You're not going to get rich in any truck driving job for the most part, unless you get in some, specialized freight of some sort. There's a lot of segments in trucking that most truck drivers are never going to see. There's a select few jobs out there, select few segments of it. You can get rich, yes. But there's also a lot of places where you're not going to get rich, but you're going to do well. You're going to be comfortable. This is a company you can come to, and you can, if you work, you can be comfortable. You can make some money here. I'm not here to bullcrap about it. I mean, you have to work. That's just like any other job. But it's not an impossible situation to where you could get yourself in trouble with it. Don't get me wrong. You start taking off way too much time. I've got some stuff that I'm going to have to be in and out of taking time, but I'm trying to figure it out to maximize my, getting in and getting out, on the stuff I've got to do so I can, don't get behind on things. You can get yourself in trouble like you can with anything else, but as long you can make the money here. I haven't run into anything with RTI so far that would have me discourage anybody else from coming here, to be honest. And I'm still relatively new with them. I think I went to orientation, been close to 4 weeks now. So I've been out running for them 3.5 weeks on the road plus the orientation. So it's still new, but it's worked out so far. It really has worked out so far. Today, I'm taking a little break at the moment. I'm on an 1,100-mile run. You got to love longer runs like that, going from Augusta, Georgia to Salina, Kansas. It was a little over 1,100 miles, had about 100 miles empty mileage on it too beforehand. Good run. I had a chance to take a 34 over the weekend. Didn't have to, but I was able to. I got a little over 600 miles. I got to run today. I'm about halfway through that already. It's only 10:45 in the morning here where I'm somewhere outside of St. Louis. I'm headed in the general direction of Kansas City, but they got some mileage. I mean, they got loads. It's a little slow right now, but I think it is for several places. Stuff hasn't picked up after the holidays quite as quickly as it normally does, I don't believe, but all things considered, they're still moving pretty good here. Anyways, that's just a little update. Again, the major point of this video is I don't have anything to discourage any of you out there that may run across this from checking out RTI. I don't know how their company side drivers work, but I'm doing the lease thing, but I would assume, based on the way I've seen things happen and been treated on the lease purchase side, I would venture to say they're probably a pretty decent place to work on the company side too. I'm not a salesman. I don't have a sales pitch or anything for you to come over here, but I can just tell you my personal experiences with it and tell you how I'm doing. And so far, so good with them. I'm sitting in a nice, comfortable, warm new truck right now, and it's been reliable, comfortable, clean, runs every day, and I'm making money. So that's generally what you want out of trucking, So they'll get you home when you want to go for the most part. They'll let you sit there until your heart's content. You don't really want to waste too much of that on this lease thing. Like I said, again, that goes back to the getting yourself in trouble. But if you're on the fence about them and you're thinking about it, ask yourself if you're going to get out here and work. If you're ready to work and you want to run, you'll make money at it. That's the best way I know how to put it. I don't have anything that I don't have any discouraging things to send anybody away right now. I would, I would recommend trying it out if you're on the fence. If you've been talking to them and you're, wondering, hey, I'd like to see some opinions from some drivers or anything. I'm one of them. There's a lot of drivers. Not all of us get on here and do this. I like getting them, talking a little bit every now and then. But just coming from a guy that's out here doing it, a guy that is out here on the road. I haven't worked for him before. I'm not a rehire. I haven't worked in the offices for him or anything. I'm not a recruiter, nothing like that. I'm just a guy working for RTI right now, and I wouldn't turn you away from it. What works for me may not work for you, but then again, it might, and it might work better for you. It might work. You might make it work even better than I am right now. But I'm making it work so far, and no complaints from me. So there's your basic update from me on what's going on with RTI. Other than that, I say get on Facebook and check out the Rock and Roll Truckers Band, Charlie Bonnet 3 and the Falcon Gas Holes. We've got some big stuff coming up here pretty soon. In a couple of weeks, we got a 3-show run in the Carolinas and Georgia with the band Junkyard. They had a pretty good splash of fame there at one point back in the 90s. They had a big record, and they're still out touring, getting things done. One of our favorite bands. We're excited about that. And of course, we signed on. I got us booked on at big Rocklahoma Music Festival this year. It's a big boy, by far the biggest thing we've played, and I'm excited about that. But check us out and follow along with us on there too. Charlie Bonnet 3 and the Falcon Gas Holes. Sounds dirty if you say it wrong, but I swear it's a clean name. Just don't get tongue tied on it. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of here and knock this other 350 miles or so that I got left out of here, and I'll update again soon. Y'all have a good day, good week, good rest of the month, and a good year if you can. We'll see you later.